So let's be real. It's getting cold out there. You're sitting in your house, you're shivering, you're looking at that heating bill just climbing higher and higher, and you think, there has got to be a better way. Well, what if there was? What if you had let's call it a brilliant, physics-based idea to solve the problem for good?
Yeah, today we're going to explore an idea so effective, it will solve all your heating problems, permanently. In fact, it's going to solve all of your problems, permanently, because, as our source material puts it so beautifully, this is the very last mistake you will ever make. Okay, let's dive into this truly terrible, brilliant idea. The plan sounds simple enough, right? We're going to tap into the limitless energy of our own sun, just to, warm up the living room a bit. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Just picture it for a second. You've got your handy portal gun, you dial in the coordinates for the very center of the sun, and you open up a tiny little portal, maybe the size of a quarter, right there next to the ficus plant. The goal? Just a little bit of that nice toasty solar warmth.
So what happens the instant you open it? You're probably thinking, a gentle glow, a pleasant warmth. Nope. You've completely forgotten about the single most violent aspect of the sun's core. It's not the heat that gets you first. It is the absolutely mind-boggling pressure.
You're picturing a nice, futuristic fireplace, aren't you? A charming little ball of sunshine, just radiating a pleasant heat. Maybe you're grabbing a cup of hot chocolate, settling in. That is a lovely image. It is also completely, catastrophically wrong.
And this number is why. 260 billion. That's how many atmospheres of pressure are crushing down on every inch of the sun's core. And you just opened a tiny escape hatch. This isn't a radiator, my friend. This is the nozzle on the most powerful pressure washer in the entire universe.
And this really shows you the difference. The plasma from the sun's core doesn't gently waft out. It explodes out in a high-pressure jet, moving at a pretty good fraction of the speed of light. Your cozy fireplace idea is actually a solar-powered flamethrower.
So you've just been scoured from existence by a plasma jet. But let's pretend for a second you somehow survived that initial blast. Well, the situation is about to get so much worse, because it turns out that jet of superheated matter isn't even the deadliest thing coming through that portal. We need to talk about the light. That plasma jet is clocking in at 15 million degrees Celsius. Now, at temperatures like that, the light it's giving off isn't the friendly yellow sunlight we're used to. Oh no, it is an unbelievably intense storm of gamma rays and X-rays. And here's the kicker. The light is even more dangerous than the plasma. See, your little coin-sized portal is now focusing all of that insane energy into a single, coherent beam. It's not a lamp anymore. It's a laser. A blindingly powerful X-ray laser that instantly cooks the air in the room, turning it into plasma too. Everything that beam touches is just gone. And the way things are destroyed is just wild. They don't burn. They don't even melt. They sublimate. They go straight from being a solid to a gas, skipping the liquid phase entirely. Your couch, your TV, your walls, you are all instantly converted into an expanding cloud of vapor. 1 second you're there, the next, poof. Well, at this point, your heating problem is definitely solved. Congratulations. Unfortunately, you've created a slightly larger problem for everyone else on the planet. This little home improvement project of yours is about to go global. And this chain reaction is horrifyingly quick. That X-ray and plasma jet rips through your house, tears through the roof, and just keeps on going into the sky. It is pumping an absolutely insane amount of energy straight into the upper atmosphere, creating a superheated bubble of gas that starts to spread like a cancer. So let's get this straight. As long as that portal stays open, it's going to be a fire hose of stellar matter and hard radiation injecting itself directly into our atmosphere. You haven't just vaporized a building, you've kicked off a process that could slowly but surely cook the entire biosphere. Talk about a high energy bill, right? But you know what? Let's forget about the planetary apocalypse for just a second. Let's bring it back down to what's left of Earth. Amidst all this chaos, there are much more immediate and personal problems to deal with, namely the paperwork. Because you see, you haven't just broken the laws of physics, you've also broken a whole bunch of human laws. For starters, you violated the Outer Space Treaty of 1967 by, importing celestial material. And that roaring sound from the plasma jet, yeah, that would shatter windows for 50 miles, meaning you're in violation of basically every noise ordinance in the state. And this is the final, soul-crushing blow.
After turning your home into ground zero for an extinction-level event, you somehow manage to find a phone to file an insurance claim, and you will be politely, but very firmly, informed that your policy does not in fact cover stellar injection events. Maybe you should have just put on a